Well, g'day there traders, thanks a lot for joining me in this special video presentation which I'm bringing to you here on YouTube. Today's date is Friday the 17th of October 2014. It is approximately 9 AM down here in Brisbane, Australia. Now for the purpose of this video, it's really to discuss which stocks we're going to rotate out of our pro analysis class and which stocks we are going to replace or add into and replace the ones that we are obviously rotating out. This is not going to be a market update video. If you are after an understanding of what the market is doing and what to expect, at least moving into and throughout October 2014, have a look at the previous video, which I released yesterday. Okay, it's one day old, but it's hit the nail right on the head with what the market has got up its sleeve again as we progress throughout October and move into November 2014. So what I have done, more importantly, or for this discussion anyways, I've created a little bit of a watch list here. It's just really candidates of what we can replace, or which we can replace 3 of our top 12 individual trades, which we follow each and every week in our pro analysis class. The stocks which are up for debate really are AXP. We also have HD and also JPM, which is not on the list over here on the left-hand side of the screen. Okay, so we've got AXP, HD, and I'm going to write it here, JPM, which are the 3 which are most likely going to be rotated out of the top 12 individual trade list. Now, we've also, as at last week, most likely taken Google out of the list and we have replaced it with Tesla, so TSLA, which has worked out absolutely tremendously for us this week. So we've already, rotated Google out. We've replaced it with Tesla. Now we're also going to remove AXP, HD, and JPM, which is highlighted here. If we're replacing 3, or if we're removing 3, we obviously, need to include 3 more replacements. Now, as you can see on the left-hand side of my screen, I have a list of 10 symbols, which we have. Now, I'll go through them individually. First of all, we have Baba, which is the Alibaba group, most recently floated late this year. The only problem with this potential stock is that there isn't much price action to work with. So in the way of support and resistance, technical indicators, I'm walking through it now. Yes, it's exciting that it is a new stock. It is optionable, which is which is an absolute prerequisite for it to be on the top 12 individual trade list because I love to trade options. Baba is a good stock. It will be a good stock, but I don't think it's appropriate and applicable for the list as at this weekend and moving forward and rounding out 2014. It will be, and it could possibly be added in 2015. One of the stocks which a lot of students have been emailing in is Disney. Disney's got a lot of people who want to trade it, who actively trade it and want it on the list. So Disney is definitely a viable candidate. By the way, ladies and gentlemen traders, the ones with ticks, so Disney, Facebook, HAL, and Twitter, these are the ones which I am more inclined to add to the list. I want you to obviously email me at success@pivotpoint-trading.com, or at least put down in the comment section below this video if these 3 or 4 get the tick of your approval. So at the moment, Disney definitely fits the mold for a tradable stock, which of course acts very well. It is disciplined, it behaves very well, and it's also optionable. Facebook is also on that list, so I'm happy to include Facebook, replace one of the 3 with Facebook. GoPro is the same as Baba, so I mean, it's got a little bit more trading sort of structure to work with, but it's not there yet. So I mean, this could be definitely a viable option for 2015. BABA and GoPro might be a 2015 option. I don't think it's appropriate for the current juncture. Also, HAL, one student in particular requested this one, which is fine. That's all well and good. It does like to trend, as he alluded me to. It likes to obviously move with the movements of the overall market. As you can see, it sold off from $68 down to $50. That is quite incredible. I'm just doing the maths in my head. It's close to 20, over 20% of the equity price has been written off HAL for the better part, or in at least half a month, which is absolutely incredible. So definitely HAL has got the tick of approval. Also, it is optionable. And to conclude with, we also have Twitter. Now, Twitter's been one of my favorites. People who've been with me for a little while caught this short back in May 2014 with me, where the stock sold off over 20% in one day. Now, it was an incredible trade. This stock, it does like to give us decent trades. However, they do take a little bit of time to set up. It is, a viable option. And again, if you prefer Twitter instead of XOM, to make it 4, and that would be perfectly the 4 tick stocks: Disney, Facebook, HAL, and also Twitter. please let me know. These are the 4 which I'm inclined to add if in fact you also want me to remove XOM off the top 12 individual trade list. One more thing to speak about moving forward is another student actually wanted to include an inverse ETF of the market. So we've been speaking a lot about how the market has the potential to make a top, or at least putting in a top for 2014. And he was sort of saying, well, look, how can we gain exposure if the market actually decides to sell off and move into a bear market for 2015. Now again, during 2007, 2008, 2009, SDS is what I personally was trading. And I absolutely love this inverse ETF. It's not something that you can sort of trade off just basic support and resistance because it works inverse to the overall market. You get your technical understanding of what the market is set to do. If the market looks as if it's going to set off, you obviously buy calls or at least buy long the SDS stock. Now this is definitely an option as well. However, it will not be added straight away. What we'll see is we'll see if the market, let me just bring up the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Let me just go back to our pro watch list here. And what I'll do is that when the market rallies up to 17,000, if we start to see those sell-off signals, those reversal candlesticks, and potentially being the right shoulder, then I will include SDS, I'm going to write it here, into the discussion for people to buy long either calls or enter into the stock to make money if the market decides to roll over. This is definitely a viable opportunity for us to trade in the future. At the moment, however, the move has been made, okay? The move has been made on SDS. I'm going to bring it back up. And as you can see, it's gone from 24 bucks pretty much up to 28, which is a quite incredible move for the better part of half a month also. So ladies and gentlemen, let me just go back to this watch list one final time. New pro candidate list. What I'm thinking of is removing, just to recap, AXP, to remove HD, XOM, and also JPM. They are the 4 which are under discussion and under review. At the moment, the top shares which have been highlighted to me, most commonly are Disney, Facebook, HAL, Twitter, and then also the opportunity to add in SDS, which is going to give us exposure if in fact the market rolls over later this year. So please comment, either put a comment down below this video or email me personally, success@pivotpoint-trading.com. I'll tally up the responses, and if it suits, maybe I will make that substitute for this weekend's pro analysis class. Okay, we'll go through and analyze before I make the recording what we have in the way of opportunity with the existing list. If in fact it better suits these 4 stocks and you agree and you're happy to include these, then of course I'll analyze these new stocks here. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this analysis video. Not this analysis video, this little bit of a review, a little bit of a community discussion for those who are taking place in that pro analysis class. All the best. We've got one trading session left for the week. I'll see you all on the weekend. Have a great week. Goodbye.